One green jet.
All right.
Kobuleti
leads.
Shall we change the frequencies to channel for departure? Channel 2 on prime, which will be our radio number 2, yeah?
You were transmitting, you were talking on that earlier, which should just be 133.
So we keep...
If there's a departure frequency...
Yep.
Yeah, if you're talking... if there's no controller on, I think this is what most people do. If there's no controller on, then everything in DCS is just on the single like AI frequency. So I would stay on that frequency.
Okay. Okay.
But just know that like keep track of whether we have a controller on, and if we are, and we're running more than one controller for, like for the different entities, tower and departure, then you would switch. But in this case, you would stay on the AI freak.
All right. Kobuleti, tap room 1, group of 3, ready for departure. All right, let's go. All right, guys, let's go.
Yeah, so you do run them up.
Run him up.
Run them up. Brakes, 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 and then you release.
Brakes, brakes, brakes.
Brakes, brakes, brakes. Brakes.
Like you got 5 brakes in there. The brakes, brakes, brakes thing is a synchronization thing. So you really, I think, it's probably only required by the lead, and it's probably more important if you're doing like a formation takeoff instead of an interval takeoff. I used the wrong word earlier, but where you're both releasing at the same time, it helps you synchronize. But anyway, for what it's worth.
When you run them up, you're going to full mil power, right?
If I go to full mil power, I'm rolling.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's what
no. No, I think like, I mean, you know, do it by feel, but I think it's about 80%.
Okay.
Will keep you stationary. Really, you want to check. That's when you're doing your sort of engine check. You know, make sure you got throttle in both engines. You know, your pressures and warning lights are good.
You're going to mil power once you release your brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Burrow, what's your speed?
Maintaining. I'm maintaining 400 knots.
Friendly.
Climbing on around
6 o'clock.
10 degrees
1
of
mile.
pitch up.
That's funny. Your SRS is a second before you say anything in Discord.
Are you getting SRS earlier?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, big desync from Toro.
Yeah.
I saw that. You guys might want to keep your formations a little loose today.
Yeah. Take you a little here, Forrest.
All right, I'm gonna start
Sorry,
turning, guys. I'm gonna start turning. Check heading 285. We have 120 miles to the ship, so I'm just climbing up around maybe 25,000.
Oh, we're going to the ship.
Are you guys gonna run this at Kobuleti?
Ah, sorry. I thought we were going to the
but
ship. Okay. All right. Turning back then. Turning left.
My diagram has the ship in it, so that may have been a little misleading. Yeah, so I would say line up for Kobuleti and really just want to practice kind of nailing that pattern procedure.
All right, guys. Let's level up at 150 then. 15,000.
What is the call when you lose sight?
blind.
Blind, yeah.
And since 2 is blind, from 3's perspective, I don't care about 1 right now. I care about 2. Is that correct? Or?
Yeah, I mean, if 2 is going off, you should stay with your lead. If it might be situationally dependent, but you know, if 2 is like way out of position, like you should stay in position and let 2 get back in position.
Heads up, nails.
Right?
6 o'clock. Roger.
In a different situation, I mean, like in combat, there might be cases when you would like, you know, stay with your wingman or something. So it could be a little different.
Situation.
Yeah.
Stick with flight lead. Okay.
Yeah.
Friendly 080, 64 miles. Angels 10.
Okay, Forest.
What's your speed?
Maintaining now around 300. I just cut to idle, so I'm descending. I'm maintaining around 300 knots. Kobuleti's dead ahead. I'm just gonna get onto the sort of radial, opposite radial. So 060, 050. Yeah, 085, I think it is.
The 064 is the runway heading. Runway is 07.
064, so I'm getting a radial there.
I mean, shouldn't we be descending to like get on a suit on speed for the clear?
You're gonna swing around to use the same runway.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, I'm assuming that's what you're gonna do.
So I'm just gonna go I'm gonna turn upwind here. I'm gonna turn to the left, get into the pattern, and use the runway we use. So do a bit of a 360 degrees and then enter the pattern, yeah?
Yeah. And you just want to be far enough away that you can hit that like 3 mile initial.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So you guys are pretty close. You might have to tear drop a little bit. Forest looks like you're bringing it back in, so that's perfect.
Yeah. Way too fast.
What's your fuel state,
Did you
guys?
overshoot?
No.
What's your fuel state?
Oh, I see.
Oh, you're fully loaded, man.
17.9.
I only put like 14 tons or something like that. So I'm lowest state. It's me, which is now 16. 14. All right, Kobuleti, taproom 1, holding hands with taproom 131, holding hands with 132 and 133. We are marking moms 1 mile at Angels 3 with low state 14.
Heads up, nails 5 o'clock.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do you want me
So
to
that was
stop
great.
into that 2 spot?
Bit late, but
That was great for a carrier, for Marshall comms when you're, you know, more than 50 miles out from the carrier.
I know, but
But you got all the comms perfect.
absolutely. I just wanted to. I'm just gonna extend a bit so we can turn around and have a proper distance, and I'll descend lower a bit on the inbound turn. Okay.
Yeah, you guys just hit
Bit
about
fast.
3 miles right now. Three-mile initials gonna start about that kink in the river. I can't see it from here, but. And then if you guys want, the thing to do is probably to do a couple touch and goes. That'll give me a chance to watch
Heads
all
up,
three of
nails
you.
6 o'clock.
All right, let's try to put 350 knots and descending to 800 feet.
So you want to sweep your wings too. Oh. Bring those wings
Getting a little
back
bit closer.
to full 68 degrees.
It's not even letting me go into manual right now. I got it in bomb mode, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, were you the one that was having trouble with that last time, or was that Sticks?
I did. I fixed
Force.
it, but no, I didn't. Also, Toro, we're low.
800 feet.
Low and slow.
Oh, the elevation here is like 60. Whoa.
Ah,
Hello
shit.
there.
Ooh.
Closing behind you.
Little overtaking. All right, so
That's
there's
where we're slowing
midfield.
down a lot.
Yeah, my speed was dropping. Sorry for that. I was trying to avoid an aircraft there.
All right.
All right, one is braking.
You can. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go back then.
You can do it around again. That's fine.
Alright, so
yeah.
break.
Okay, so speed breakout, throttle's idle. His wings should come out in a second, but I can't see your. Oh, I can see your airspeed. Wait, yeah, wings coming out. So use your bank to like maintain that level turn. All right,
I'm a bit too close.
put your gear down. So wings level, you can go DLC. You look a bit too close, and
Open up.
yeah, you're a bit too close. About a third of a mile. You want to be like 1 mile, but that's okay. Figure it out.
Just I started the turn, I was a bit slow. I was at around 250 knots instead of 350.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm gonna open up a bit here. I
So,
know
yeah,
it's
you
not
got your
very
DLC
standard.
That's all right. You got some time. Sticks is a little behind, so. And then you're doing 170, which is probably a little fast. You want to be slowing to on speed here.
Yeah, I'm having some
not sure
stuttering. I
exactly
think it's
what
because of my
on-speed is.
internet connection. I'm on speed now.
Yeah. Like 130, 140, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to remember that. And then, yeah, obviously what you did is perfect here. So field, you know, you're gonna start your base turn when the threshold's about 45 degrees back.
Oh, we started that late?
Yeah, for the carrier, remember it's moving upwind, so you start a beam and it moves upwind while you fly the base final. But the airfield's not going anywhere, so you have to fly away from it.
Okay. I was like about to turn, and I'm like, oh, I see Toro.
Yep.
He's way out there.
300.
Maybe I shouldn't turn yet.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
200.
You're a little late on the lineup here, or maybe it's lag. I can't
100
tell.
feet.
Oh, it was pure late.
50.
Okay.
And a bit too fast, so. Alright. Adding power.
yeah, that's why you flared a little bit, probably. Yeah, so when we land in that on-speed configuration, we don't feather landings in the Navy jets. I don't know. I mean, I know you're fast, so I'm just saying that because I don't know if
Alright,
Just doing
maintaining
touch and go,
600
right?
feet.
none of other. Yeah. Yeah, and you could just do kind of like a bolter pattern. That's what you would do for a touch and go.
Yeah, I see somebody in front of me, so I'm just gonna align behind him.
Oh,
It was a little too close.
oh yeah, Forest. That's Forest. Yeah.
Run, Forrest, run!
Oh,
Oh, here he goes. Woo! Alright, turning.
Alright, bolter.
Forest, you're gonna line up in the wrong runway here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait, I thought we were landing here.
No, come right.
I can't way too high.
No,
Sorry,
you're right.
I got broken off from everybody.
Yeah, it gets a little confusing. You can kind of rely on that TACAN. Here, if you set your course for 250, I think it's I'm sure if it's actually final heading is. And by 244. You said you're tacking on course for 244, and that kind of help you know whether you're lined up. Remind yourself whether you're lined up or not. It'll also help you get lined up offset for the turn into initial, so you can know that you're off course before you start that turn, which is what you're going to want to do in this case, Forrest. So if you come out another mile or so. Yeah, so you got your wings back. You're a little fast. So, I mean, you're fine now, but, you know, as you turn into initial, you'll want, and you're going to have, you have to turn pretty hard here. And
Turning base.
tight turn, bleed that speed down to 350. Okay, sticks. What are you doing over here? There you go. So for us, you're about lined up. So just, you're coming up on 3 miles, so you just want to get into that spot, 350, 800.
Volta, 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 Volta. Oh my god, I almost crashed on Crosswind.
Okay, yeah, you're looking good. You're just a little bit low, Forest. And you got a high, you got a traffic left level, so careful, hold your brake until, I'm not sure who that is. Normally you'd brake over the runway, but you got traffic there this time.
Don't worry, I'll pass below you.
Yeah, so you can brake over him if you want. Just don't dip. So speed brake out. Yeah, you got it. Yep, wings coming out, good. Yeah, gear and flaps can come down. You're below 250 and 225. See the gear coming down and the flaps, that's good. Once you're level and those are out, got DLC up, that's great. Spacing looks pretty good here. Yeah, maybe a little close, but good enough for practice. So watch your altitude here. Got it. Dix, how many you done here?
Well, it's just on my second one.
You finished your second one?
Yes.
So you're probably good to start that turn, Forest. And yeah, you're just, yeah, that's pretty good. You brought that altitude up a little bit. Not quite to 600, but got most of the way there.
I think I was a little close.
Yeah, you're still just a little low, but you're doing okay. 400 feet, 420 at the 90. You're gonna overshoot a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're about 0.6 of a mile offset, which is why you overshot by, you know, 4 or 5/10 of a mile.
Yeah.
All right, turning base now. Turning almost final.
Should we be keeping throttle in pretty much all the way up until touchdown?
Yeah. I mean, you can pull it at the threshold just like you would for a typical
300.
landing, but yeah, I mean, on the carrier, you're gonna hold throttle all the way until touchdown, and then you don't go idle. You go max, or you go mill, right?
The issue I'm having is once I get ground effect, the airplane's like, ooh, angle of attack, push the throttle up, you know?
Yep.
So then I start ballooning, but I wouldn't have that issue on a carrier. It's just the airfield. So what I'm doing is just idling it over the threshold.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, that's I think that's standard. But you don't. So you can idle over the threshold, but you don't feather the landing, right? So I mean, you need to watch your descent rate. I find it easy to get like too high and descending really fast on the field landings. But if you're flying in the right parameters, your descent rate is already correct. You just like, so to speak, slam it down.
Yeah. What's your ideal descent rate for an airfield?
It's the same for carrier, and I think it's like 150.
150 feet a minute?
No, it has to be more than that. It's around 750, 900.
750? That seems too high, but yeah, it might be. I don't watch it, so I don't really have it in my head. But
750 sounds a little bit more realistic. I just did 1,000. That felt pretty good.
Alright. So the you guys are looking pretty good, all of you, like once you get into like the terminal phase of the final approach, right? The landings are going pretty well. The issues I'm seeing are all with lineup, which starts earlier in the pattern. So we had a couple wide turn or really narrow turns earlier that caused some overshoots. So that's something to be aware of. Yeah, Toro, you're looking good. You're about 1.6 miles lateral.
Turning base.
Yeah, nice. Force select, good. Yeah, the part to practice and nail is really the transition from that the really starting at the brake through the like beginning of your base turn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go practice that. That's the thing I need to work on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like that's the thing everybody needs work on. Like not just the three of you, and just like everyone in general. Like all of the problems that are happening in the groove, they all start earlier in the pattern. Like if you're too high, or you're behind the jet, or you're too fast, then like those create problems that cause your lineup to be wrong, and then it's not really the terminal phase that was the problem. So that's super common.
I'm bolting because I was in the perfect position, and then suddenly with the desync, I was on the other side of the runway.
So Styx, when do you engage the auto throttle?
As soon as my gear's down.
Do you get down to on speed first, or do you let it do that for you?
Typically, by the time my gear's getting fully locked, it's on speed. Right?
So are you still in the turn at that point?
No. I'll be just like... I'll be
just rolling out?
600.
Boop, 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 boop.
In the descent to 600.
Oh, interesting. That seems late for your gear.
Little overshoot.
And then these are actually really good to look at. We don't have to do it tonight because I'm watching here get kind of get live critique. But if you look at these in TAC view and you get those lines traced, you get a really good visualization for what your pattern looked like. And it's really obvious. You can tell on your own, like, oh yeah, I was too wide and then I corrected, or I was narrow and I didn't correct, or you know, whatever. Your hook's gonna be all scraped up. Oh, Forrest, are you doing the approach again? The brake turn again?
Yeah, except I probably slowed down here and who's taking off now?
Yeah, you're gonna be back
I'm
up.
just gonna go around. I'm gonna do the same thing you're doing, so don't worry about me.
Oh, okay.
Turning
I'm
base.
climbing out of the...
So when you guys are practicing, it's also okay to shoot a long upwind, right? And then give yourself a little extra room to get on speed. You wouldn't want to do that, like, you know, if there's a whole bunch of jets trying to land on the carrier, but for, you know, practice, it's fine.
A bit too tight of a turn.
Hard to stay level without a level horizon in this thing.
Okay, so you got a that's great for us. I mean, you're like 1 mile offset. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell how much you ballooned, but your altitude's fine now.
Yeah, I ballooned about 100 feet.
I just completely solved all of my wing sweep issues. You know what it was?
What?
Remember how we were talking about Zoro's pilot control model? Or mod? So I had HCU buttons bound to the same binds that I had my wing sweep bound to. And then when I installed the mod, then it brought the HCU bindings that it already had from the Rio key bindings to the pilot key bindings. So now it was a double binding. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I just bounded everything out of HCU, and now I have full control of my wings. Okay, I'm coming into the break.
Yeah, this is looking good for us. Yeah, I'm noticing that the building elevation it's pretty high compared to the 500 feet that we pass over them.
Yeah,
it would probably not be. I think there's a reason the airfield. We're doing the right thing for practice, but I think there's a reason the airfield's pattern altitude is a little higher. Yeah, so that was pretty good. You overshot like a teeny bit, but not like the earlier one. So that was, yeah, that one looked a lot better. So you guys, as far as I'm concerned, you don't have to keep doing these forever. If you want to keep running practice loops, you certainly can.
Who just jumped right over
around. I saw.
Sorry about that.
You were, I don't know if you were doing it on purpose, but you were altitude deconflicted a little bit, about 200 feet. So. Okay.
Why
so yeah, that was 883, I think. Sticks.
Say it again.
And you're coming up. There's 280, so gear down. Yeah, I think you're holding on to the gear too long. 225 for flaps. Yeah, that's why your gear's coming down late.
I see. Okay. I'm just putting them down.
So you should still be in the turn, like in the middle of the turn when you hit 280 knots, and that's when you want to start that gear down. The gear will help slow you down a lot, which is why you do it as soon as you can. And then you do that flaps at 225, and it helps you slow down a lot as well. So it'll really help you kind of expedite that slowing. Yeah, so you're just a little close there.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I'm not sure why.
100.
A little wide. Maybe it's just too much bank angle.
Yeah, it could have been that you just did a harder turn.
I see my G meters going. Like it's got the maximum to 4.6.
I mean, that ought to be fine. Okay, good. Yeah, 130, 650 feet. Good. Are you must just come off landing. Forest, you're gonna go another. Is this another break? Okay, nice. Forest, I'm watching this one. You're looking good. Little high, little low, but I'd say that's just about right. Or a little fast, a little low. Speed brake, and there's 280 right there. Yeah, got the gear coming down. And there's 225. Those flaps, nice. Huh. Yeah, so you can probably, Forrest, you can probably just visually, like you're holding a pretty tight bank all the way through the turn. You're not ballooning or dipping much, so it kind of surprised me. But I think that's why you're a little close on this one as well. And I think that's why.
Yeah, I'm like a mile to be like 1.2 miles.
Yeah, 1 to 1.2. You're a little bit less than a mile. What you're showing is a mile from the tack can, but your lateral offset is less than that.
Gotcha.
Because it's a triangle, right?
Yeah.
So you're all right at this point, but you know, do your. It's better that you. It's most important that if you just know that you're a little tight, because you can compensate for it. But yeah, I would probably say. I didn't see what your initial bank angle was, but you know, target something around 45 degrees and sort of maybe adjust from there. Oh yeah, nice. Perfect. Roll out there. Alright, how you doing, Toro? You lining up for the next one?
I'm lining up, but my DLC has not been working for the last 2 touch and goes. I don't know why.
Flaps down?
They are down, yeah. I try resetting, but anyway. I'm adjusting with what I've had. What I have.
It's probably a
300.
desync thing. They show up for me, but sometimes they don't sync properly.
100 feet.
Yeah, you're showing fast too.
Very fast. Floating all over the place with thrust at idle.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that one on the next round. Styx is
Oh, you know
coming
what it
in.
was the last time? It was I was just too far to the right from the field. That's why I came in too close. Low, getting back to 800. Right, is this a good lateral separation from the field for the break?
Forest?
6.
Oh, for the overhead?
Yeah.
I mean, for the overhead, you just need, I mean, as long, like, look down over your shoulder. Can you see the runway?
Just barely.
Then you're good.
Okay.
You just want to make sure there's nobody, like, crashed on it or, you know, a fire truck parked on it. Like, I don't know what.
Okay.
Inspect it for potholes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are running out to, you're running long upwinds. So as you feel, and that's fine, as you feel comfortable, and you get the pattern down, we want to work those in, work those back to midfield.
All right.
Styx, you just pulled your gear up instead of down. Was that on
Did I
purpose?
really?
Yeah, they were already down.
I had.
Or you
my
did it
gear down
twice,
the entire
maybe?
time. No, they were up when you said that. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't really look before.
That's hilarious.
What do we got here?
Thank you for pointing that out. I probably would have landed gear up.
Right.
Just going too close to the field.
So Toro, you're a little far on this one.
I know.
Start your
Which is
turn
getting
a little
some.
early.
He's getting some space. Who's in front of me?
Oh yeah. There's also an S3 flying around that's in a tanker track. Oh, he's at 10,000, so you're fine. I keep seeing him on the overhead view and thinking he's like close by. It's funny to watch your jet, Toro, because there are times when it's like very obviously desynced because you're like moving one way, but the jet is pointing a different way.
I see. I can. The problem is that with the VPN, I think the connection is not too good.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, but now the DCS works, sorry, the SRS works, I can disconnect and it should be much better.
Yeah, so let's see. This is showing
400 feet, 300
jumps, jumps all around.
200 feet, 150.
Alright, turning. Gonna make this a bit tighter.
Alright, Toro, coming in right behind you.
Roger.
Yeah, that bolter pattern turn I find hard to do well. It's just a little, once you practice it, I think it gets a little easier, but a little different.
I didn't have my DLC out that time.
Mine doesn't want to come out.
Just gonna go around for another pattern and remember to put my gear up this time. There we go.
Yeah, if you're gonna do the pattern entry, you put your gear up. If you're gonna stay in the bolter pattern.
No, believe me, that was a complete mistake.
Yeah, we all do it. So let's see, Toro. I think DCS is. I think your speed is also jumping around a little bit with the lag, so it's hard for me to tell if you're on speed. It's showing high though.
No, I'm good. I'm actually I'm a little bit slow.
400 feet,
Okay,
300 feet.
yeah, it's not accurate here then.
200.
Low and low. And now I'm a bit fast and low.
I wish I could get like a spectate a cockpit view. That would be
Always just
nice.
Jump in the back seat.
Well, yeah, those do work. Yeah, then I mean here, you know, I'm switching back and forth between the three jets pretty regularly. Okay. Forrest, you're on downwind. I missed your turn. That's okay.
I did I just did a go around or
oh, you did,
bolter or
okay.
whatever.
Spacing looks pretty good. Okay, you're 0.8 of a mile lateral. So just a little bit tight. So that's okay, but like keep it in mind when you do your turn. And then sticks. Let's see this one. Okay, your gear's up. Your wings are swept. You're 350-ish, 800-ish.
I'm fast now. God damn it. I was just trying to do stupid shenanigans on the way in. Probably regret that.
Right. I find the jet's pretty responsive when the wings swept like that.
Yeah.
I can fix large errors, you know, relatively quickly. I really focus sticks on hitting that gear down right when you get to 280. Got the brakes out. Things moving. I see. There's 280. Gear down. Yeah, they don't start right away.
225.
Wow. Flaps are
I
moving.
think I'm probably going to be around 700.
Probably gonna be tight, I think.
Okay, around 700.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes.
We're at 0.8 of a mile as well.
Just kind of shimmy my way out. That time didn't feel like I was too hard of a bank. Maybe I was. But
I wasn't really watching for bank angle. I probably should have been, but I just know it's a little tight.
yeah.
It could be that you started. I mean,
This feels pretty good though, where I'm at right now.
it is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, you brought it out to a mile. But yeah, maybe you just started a little far to the right,
300.
and then, I mean, 0.2 of a mile to the right, and then
200 feet.
you'll end up at 0.8. So it doesn't have to be perfect.
100 feet.
It's a visual pattern,
50,
so
30, 10.
you know you fly by the numbers, but you also like look at the carrier and then see where it is. And if you're too close, then you just adjust, and if you're too far, then you adjust a little different.
Just smash the jet.
So
Just smash the jet on the runway.
yeah. There you go. You just smashed it. I thought you were saying, you know, just smash it. Like
I
telling him to.
literally did.
I didn't see that one. That's funny.
Let's see if I can get
Ready
on.
gear?
Let's see if I can get on a spawn one.
665.
In flight, maybe I can just.
Yeah, so you're a little high sticks, but that's probably good for this field. You're not going to get coaching from the LSO this early. Yeah, you won't get it till you're
now.
Yeah, because you're a little farther away.
I did start steepening the descent right when you said a little high.
Yeah, you just hit 3/4 of a mile, so.
And now my wings won't go manual.
Maybe you have the same issue.
All right.
Trying to operate the HCU. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, where are you at, Forrest? Trying to get the wings to move.
Yeah. I'm going to bomb mode. Sorry.
All right. Well, I mean, overall, that looks great. You know, none of those were perfect, but you guys, I think, sounds like you at this point all know what it's supposed to look like, and so you know, every time we do a training, you know, or a mission, you get a chance to kind of refine as you go.
095, 35 miles.
You know,
Angels
obviously you
20.
can continue to practice on your
Bra,
own.
100,
Get those
57
numbers a little
miles.
closer.
Angels 35.
You know, the pattern entry and the early part of that is all going to affect your lineup when you start working on CQ. So, you know, it helps to practice it, but Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of up to you.
Yeah, my wings are broken. Something.
I feel like you do that many touch and goes in
Friendly, 2
DCS,
o'clock, 10
and
miles.
it's like bound to happen.
I think I overspeeded my flaps on that go around. And I don't have any caution lights.
There's a friendly 3-ship, Bra 130,
Yeah, you gotta remember to bring them
78
up
miles,
if you're
Angels
gonna
4,
back up
and a
again.
friendly, Bra 120,
I still do that
46
every once in a
miles,
while.
Angels 12.
Embarrassing. I usually do it on a case 3 departure when it's like real dark and I'm just a little nervous. I try and launch.
So it's a
Yeah,
little bit more realistic.
it is. Yeah, I try and launch with my hand on the flap lever.
Nice.
Why?
But yeah,
Why? To retract them? or
so I
what?
don't forget.
Ah, yeah.
So I don't forget to retract them.
Yeah.
It's just a little memory aid.
I'll be there soon. I'm
Okay.
supersonic getting to you guys.
Oh,
And I'm fully loaded with
nice.
I'm just gonna dump everything.
Where do you like the BVR range or something? Let's see.
No. I was northwest on one of the positions there. I just dump all the missiles, so my landing weight will be perfect when I get there. I'm 50 miles away. I should be there. I'm at Mach 1.4, so I should be there very quickly.
Oh yeah, I see ya. Oh yeah, this is interesting. We moved the BVR range, so I haven't really paid attention to it yet. It is in a totally different position.
Close again.
Huh. Okay. Back in here.
There we go. Looks a little better.
Man, I'm looking at the aircraft from outside, and you cannot believe the ailerons, how much are flattering. They're going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Mach 1.6.
Yeah, they look like they're fluttering like an unrealistic amount. But
Yeah,
on
yeah.
my end, it's definitely the lag
Yeah, most probably.
all over the place.
Because when you turn, they stop. They stop. There's that vibration stops. 30 miles away. I'm almost visual with the airfield. I feel like this
And
for a
nice
long-
line up there. Now on 6.
Little overshoot.
Forrest, are you just gonna run patterns with the wings out, like bolter patterns?
I don't know, I might just respawn in, or I don't know if everybody's going to be knocking it off here. But I only got slats, no flaps.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to keep going. I went ahead and filled out the rest of your sign-offs, so you guys are good for IQT. So I'll put some announcements up in the channel, but that'll be your commissioning into a kind of out of ensign status. And
We get our own Modex too, right?
yeah, we'll get your Modexes. And we were talking about doing a refresh on the libraries, so when we do that, we'll kind of update the modexes for everyone and get the names put on there and stuff.
Cool.
We're Joker fuel.
I don't know that we'll rush into that because I've got 3 more recruits that are in interviews right now, so we'll, yeah, we can do them as we go. I don't think
We
that'll
have
be
a
done in
friendly
batches.
Viking, 1 o'clock, 6 miles.
Oh, we have
yeah.
our new instincts for F-14.
They're applicants, not
I see.
instincts. I'm supposed to meet with them sometime soon. 2 interested pilots and 1 interested Rio.
Oh, it's gonna be fights for that Rio.
Yeah, right. If we get enough pilots, I'll probably, I don't know if I'll ever officially put it on the record, but I'll probably start flying Rio more often.
I think I definitely want to learn Rio. Not to say that I'm not interested in pilot. I'm very much more interested in pilot, but I think I'm also interested in filling up the spot that not many people take.
Yeah, it's fun.
More knowledge back there.
It's fun.
All right, I'm joining the stack at 2,000. And if you guys, if the tower allows me, I'll descend on the stack.
Oh, I just did my own little approach.
I saw that.
I love just pulling just extreme amounts of AOA to lose airspeed.
Yep. Toro, signal is Charlie.
Copy.
That's what I typically tell people in the Cessnas. It's like, oh yeah, if you're coming in too hot, just like pull the stick full back. You'll lose airspeed very quick.
Rabbit in.
Alright, 3's down.
And my DLC, there you go, DLC finally out. Yoo-hoo!
Were you trying to do DLC?
I'm just gonna go straight at this.
Yeah. So yeah, there are some important items on MCQ, but as a whole category, MCQ is not really a gating wall. So the aerial refueling and the Case 1 procedures, or any of the CV procedures, are probably the most important ones. TAC form's right up there, but it sort of depends on what we're doing.
We start with TAC form and refueling next Tuesday, right?
Is there something planned?
I think so. I talked to Hellscream. August 12th is TAC. Right? I have it on my
300 feet,
down.
200 feet.
Yeah, I don't think
100.
refueling will be in the curriculum
50,
because
30.
it's supposed to be air-to-air focus. So, but there will, some of the flights might include. We try to include refueling as many times as possible, just because everybody gets rusty.
Yeah.
But yeah, TAC form is big for air-to-air, and that's where it would start.
Okay.
But if he might be doing a refueling thing first. I'm not really up to speed on the.
I think his overall plan was 4 training nights, where we don't dive into air-to-air or air-to-ground yet, but we just kind of focus on like Case 1, Case 3, carrier rendezvous, TAC form, aerial refueling, that kind of stuff. And then once all of that's out of the way, then we jump into air-to-air, air-to-ground, that kind of stuff.
Okay. So he's kind of doing some pre stuff for it.
Yeah, pre-air. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not really following the schedule for the specific nights. I just sort of like take them as they come. But
okay, because Hellscream isn't gonna you're gonna be the one that's leading the Tomcats for those nights, correct?
Usually it kind of depends. But usually those guys are usually leading the trainings. There is some that I might pick up here and there, but at least last fall, I think Hellscream did most of the sort of classroom trainings, and then we usually start with a little bit of a classroom session where we kind of talk through the principles, like a little bit of principle, a little bit of like, okay, here's what we're going to practice tonight, and here's how we're going to do it in the air. So it might be like we're flying 2 ships and we want to run grinders that are 10 miles long, or it might be, you know, like we're flying in, you know, 2 flights, and you know, we're gonna be offset cap tracks and trying to keep coordinated who's hot and who's cold, and so different stuff like that. We'll practice and we'll brief that, but then once we get in the air, you know, we'll I might or might not leading a flight, but I don't usually run the trainings. And the air-to-air stuff is all pretty similar as far as the theory, and that's primarily what we're talking about in these trainings. So if we want to learn Tomcat specific stuff, like how do I operate the missiles, you know, how do I use the TID, that's going to fall outside of these sessions, the joint sessions. But once we get into air-to-air theory, it's all pretty similar. The ranges change a little bit, and we will brief to those for both squadrons. So, like, we want the Hornets to know roughly what our Tomcat timelines look like, so what ranges we're launching the missiles at, and we want to know roughly, you know, what their optimal timelines look like, because we use those together for greater effect, if that makes sense. So we do those trainings together for that reason. They're not separate. Yeah. Yeah, but the switch and we'll talk a little. Sometimes, you know, if it's relevant, we'll point out different bits of, you know, procedural, like switchology kind of stuff for the guys if I know that somebody needs something. But we don't really go into depth in it because it's not relevant to everyone. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, like, I don't really know what your level of familiarity is with the radar systems yet for any of the 3 of you, but that some of that will be helpful, you know, either as we get started or beforehand on the air-to-air stuff. Yeah, we'll try and get a sense for that, or let me know if you kind of know where you're at and you need something.
I'm happy just going along with whatever. Be good to have a refresher for even things that I know. I think I know. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind to.
Yeah, we can always cover this.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna say, you know, we can always cover stuff kind of reactively as well. Like if we get through a training night and you're like, the theory made sense, but like I didn't know how to operate this system, then, you know, we can run it like the next day or, you know, later on and clear those up. Or in text, that works too, for some things. What were you saying, Toro?
No, I was saying that I wouldn't mind to go through a session, you know, going through the most important parts from pilot perspective of the radar, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, we could totally do that. Yeah, we just gotta, yeah, pick a good time for it between the 2 to 4 of us, and we can kind of run through it. There's
traffic. F-14.
Yeah, there's a couple good resources for that.
Heads up, Nails. 12 o'clock. 100 feet.
Yeah, one of the best ways is just to just hop in the back seat, like, and learn how to use it. You can do this on like active pause, and you can just kind of watch other aircraft going in circles and kind of get a sense for how to read the radar. Obviously, you'd be more focused on the TID if you're how to pilot interests than the DDD, but they both have the same principles. So
I've gone through the tutorials there at DCS of the Rio, but they're just they get to a point like, for more information, read the manual. So okay, I'll do that. I'll definitely do it whenever I have the time.
Yeah, there's not enough information in there. they're not bad, but they're not enough. Yeah. That's a big one. I think we talked about air-to-air refueling a little
Nails on our nose, 12 o'clock.
on the first night we flew together.
Yeah, a little bit. Tell me about the trimming for you.
Yeah, I think that was just you though, right?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Forrest and Sticks were there.
It was only me that day.
I did. I don't know if this counts, but we did aerial refueling on my. Was it like the initial check ride or what was it called?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Did you do that with
done
Mace or Hellscream?
I did that with you.
Oh, you did with me. Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember.
Okay.
It all runs together.
I've done refueling with Hellscream before.
Okay.
In both the Hornet and Tomcat, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the refueling thing is mostly like we need to kind of learn. It's mostly like you need to learn the procedural side of it, and then there are a couple techniques, but after that, it's just like practice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And for me, I don't know if it's like this for everyone, but like I get out of out of shape, so to speak. It's kind of weird. But I have to keep doing it.
It happens to me every time I go on leave. I mean, it's happening less and less now, but before it was like you go for a month out of flying and then you come back and you feel like everything is super fast and you're super slow. So yeah, it takes a few flights to get back the muscle memory.
Yeah.
300 feet. 200.
You wouldn't be happen to be available.
100 feet.
I'm kind of hit or miss on the weekend. Like, it's hard for me to plan stuff because we usually are doing family things. But like I might become available on an evening.
Okay.
So.
I don't know if you ever may think like Saturday, Sunday that you could be available for an evening to. I think it'd be good for me to do a case one. Full from 50 miles to touchdown, and then just have somebody watch and like nitpick.
Yeah, sure.
The training list that sent me, and then just reading on the slides and the presentations. So
Nice.
I think I've got a good grasp on it.
Yeah. That's totally fine. Sundays I'm more often available, but it's kind of the same thing. I'm probably gonna try not to commit to it, but I can let you know if I become available. But generally, happy to do that. And you guys are, at this point, you're welcome to hop on to a case one night, because we always start with that classroom session, and kind of sort of refamiliarize ourselves with the procedures. It helps if it's familiar, like if you've looked at the material before, but Grip always goes over that stuff, and especially if he knows there's new guys, and usually there's going to be quite a few folks on that night, so you're not going to get necessarily critique like live. But in the brief afterwards, we kind of go through and point out things, or the debrief, we go through and point out things, and you'll get grades and such for the passes. So those are good ways to do that as well. But yeah, just for practice, I'm happy to do that kind of thing. I can't really do the LSO role, but for all the stuff leading up to that, yeah. I mean, I can tell you whether you're high or low, or left or right, but that's about it.
All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Gotta get up early for work.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thanks for hopping on.
Sleep well.
Hey guys, that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
See you guys.
400 feet.
As Captain America said, I can do this all day.
Out
So
of DCS.
you guys tell me when to stop, huh?
Oh yeah. It's
200 feet.
morning time for you, right?
Yeah.
100 feet.
9 or something.
50.
Well, you're on PST too, Tron, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to head to bed as well. You guys have a good
Yeah.
good morning.
Yeah. I'm gonna head out as well. Toro,
Alrighty.
good luck.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'll stay here for a little while. Enjoy. Thank you so much, huh?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's always fun. I'll see you around.
All right. Touch and goes on the Tomcat. Where's my mouse? Here. Here. Switch to 2 different screens. That is the main problem. So.
Three 300. 200. 100. 50. 30.
Volta, volta, volta. Almost perfect on the speed. Altitude is good. So I'm just gonna shallowly turn.
feet, 300 feet, 200, 100, 50, 30, 10. Feet, 300, 200, 100 feet, 50, 30.
Whoops, bit of a balloon. Spolta here.